cigarette?
Hiya, boys. You having fun? That's fine, fine. Anything you want, you just ask for Smaxy Golden. The Golden Goose is yours.
Hey, boss.
Now, don't call me boss, will you? It ain't democratic. Call me Mr. Golden.
Yes, boss. I mean, Mr. Golden. See, look, ain't that somebody out there we know in the khaki?
Excuse me, boy.
Excuse me, too.
Seven. Hello, Smaxy. How are you?
This is my partner, Mr. Talbot.
Delighted, I'm sure. In the South Pacific, I thought you would.
I'm back this morning.
On leave?
No, I might have to take a medical discharge.
What's the matter?
Lead poisoning.
Is that catching?
Go away, squirrel. Will you go outside and see how dark it is?
Excuse me.
You remember the squirrel, my bodyguard? Not that I need a bodyguard, but for a guy in my position, how would it look to have one? Come on, I'll find your table.
Hey, wait a minute. Can't you see this table is reserved for a personal friend?
Yeah, well, for my friend, the ace here, your friend, can give up his table. Go on, take your friend away.
He called me up personal.
Boys.
Come on, Rod. Smaxy's always doing for us.
Mr. Talbot?
They seem quite put out.
Oh, that's just Rodney and Winston. They're a couple of my partners.
The business looks good.
This out here, this is just a byproduct. The real dough is back in the game room. By the way, Mr. Talbot, maybe you would like to take a little flyer in roulette, craps, blackjack?
Not tonight, Golden.
No? Well, maybe there's something else I can do.
Yeah, Smaxy. Ken Graham's wife works here. I dropped in to see her.
Oh, you're acquainted with Elaine?
No, he met her after I shipped out, but they were married almost immediately.
Say, by the way, just what happened to Ken? That is, if it's not a military secret.
No. On a raid over Rabaul, Jap Zero got on our tail, machine gunned us. Got Ken back to base, but he only lasted a couple of days.
Well, that's tough luck. I'm awful sorry.
I was luckier.
Excuse me, one of my partners.
Something like this was a lot of trouble Gus would have had. Knocked him out.
A little trouble back in the game room. Well, that's the penalty for being an entrepreneur. Stick around.
Ken Graham. So he got killed and left us holding all those IOUs.
Didn't you hear me say I was sorry?
Tell me, Ken, just what is your interest in Elaine Graham?
What do you mean?
Well, she's the widow of your best friend. You might think you owe her something for his sake.
Well, I do whatever I could.
You don't owe her a thing.
You're the one for me, just as every fish has a lovely dish that he swims with in the sea. You're the one for me, you're the one for me, just as every bat who's as blind as that has a bat that he can see. You're the one for me. Nightingales all practice their scales when love goes by. Chickadees get weak in the knees and so do I. So it's plain to see, just as every moose who is on the loose finds his M-O-O-S-E. You're the one for me.
Ken's wife.
You're the one for me, just as every gnat likes to hang his hat where a certain net might be. You're the one for me, you're the one for me.
Would Ken ever marry a girl like that?
He was hitting the bottle pretty hard the last few weeks before he left. And owning some of the best timberland in the country didn't hurt him any with her.
Camels blink and run for a drink when love goes by. Geese the chumps get covered with bumps and so do I. So it's plain to see, just as every goat makes a mental note when he spies his dreams OT. You're the one for me.
Why don't you take a rain check and leave now?
No, I promised Ken I'd see her.
Even shrimp are bound to get limp when love world goes by. Unicorns would toot their own horns, and so will I. So it's plain to see, dragons spouted fire for their heart's desire, and I do the same for thee. You're the one for me.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, baby, why don't you come up to the office a little and visit?
Not me, Smacksy. I'm getting athlete's heart from running around that desk.
Baby, that ain't no way to talk.
Gee, those are nice boys.
Yeah. Oh,
Well.
The head waiter told me to come in.
Oh, he did. Does this go with the $2 dinner?
I don't understand.
Look, Captain, go dig yourself a new foxhole. This one's private.
Well, I'm sorry. My name is Russ Evans.
Russ Evans?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say so?
You didn't give me a chance.
Well, Lil, you remember Russ Evans, Ken's friend?
sure, the guy he was weaned up with, up among the big squaws.
It's quiet.
Yeah. Won't you sit down?
Yeah, let's all sit down and kind of
Oh,
talk.
Lil, why don't you go hustle up a drink, huh?
You know, that's what keeps me so fast. Go hustle up a drink. Go get the bottle. Go get this. Go.
You were with Ken when he died, weren't you?
Yes, I was. He asked me to give you a message. He told me to tell you that he was sorry.
Sorry for what?
Well, he seemed to think that he had failed you in some way. By not coming back, I guess.
Poor kid.
He didn't know that you'd come back here to work.
Oh, well, I had to do something after he left.
You didn't know Ken very long before you married him, did you?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What do you mean, before I married him? You mean I married him what I could get out of it?
I didn't say that.
But that's what you meant, so why didn't you say it? Go on, say it.
Well, I told Ken I'd come and see him.
Thanks. Goodbye.
No, you don't. Who does he think he is coming in here passing judgment?
Oh, please, Lil.
Listen, you. All she ever got out of Ken Graham was 2 of the happiest weeks a girl ever had, see?
Yeah?
Yeah. And a mortgage big enough to choke a cow.
What happened to his timber holdings? Who got those?
That's where the mortgage comes in. He borrowed $30,000 on those timber holdings, and then he proceeded to scatter his dough in every joint in town till he was broke. And furthermore, it was after he lost his dough that she married him. Not before, Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans? Hey, your name is Evans.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the Scrooge who pulled that fast one on Ken and tied up his land for 1/10 of what it was worth, that was your partner, Mr. Harold Talbot.
Is this on the level?
Oh, now I suppose you're going to say this is all news to you.
Well, I didn't know
Okay, Bub, out. The exterminators are waiting for you.
Well,
Yeah, and if you happen to break anything on the way out, be sure it's your neck.
Ready to go?
Sit down. Let me go in there and make a chump out of myself.
I did.
Why didn't you tell me you tied up Ken's land?
We did. Talbot and Evans Incorporated. I had your power of attorney. Now, you let me take care of the business, and you take care of your flying.
So you made me a partner in an underhanded trick.
Now, don't get excited. Ken wanted the money in a hurry, and we made a smart deal. In 60 days, we foreclose on the tract and start cutting timber.
Well, get this. I don't want any part of it. Ken was my friend. His widow's going to get every nickel that land is worth.
You can't do a thing without my consent.
I can pay her myself, can't I? I can sell my share in Talbot and Evans.
Our contract happens to prevent that without a full year's notice.
I don't know how my father ever got tied up with a rat like you.
You can see me tomorrow when you cool off.
Oh, no, we can settle this right now.
Get out of my...
Hey, look, a fight.
About line, Charlie.
Break it up. What's the big idea?
Toss him out. Outside.
Here, this is a respectable place.
All right, folks, take it easy. Just a little misunderstanding. Sit down, sit down. Let's have some music. I'm sorry I couldn't let you bust him up a little more, kid, but after all, I'm running a class joint here. I just can't allow it. What's the matter? What was it all about?
I see that's what you call breaking up a partnership. See you later, Paul.
All right, I'll take care of him. Hey, Joe.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Elaine, Dracula's in again.
I thought we finished last night.
First of all, I want to apologize for making a chump out of myself.
Well, now, ain't that sweet?
Well, if you'll only listen, I can tell you how to get your property back and put it on a paying basis.
Go ahead and talk.
Well, I didn't know what Ken's deal was, and when I found out my partner gypped him, why, we had a row.
Well, maybe we better hear some more, huh? Come on in. Sit down.
See, Talbot and Evans had a contract to buy all the logs that Ken could cut and deliver. Now, here's my plan. We can cut $30,000 worth of logs in 60 days. That would get your property back.
Get out your nail file, darling. We're going to start cutting timber.
You're exactly right. We got to have $10,000 for labor and equipment before we can start.
Oh, only 10,000?
Well, I thought maybe between the three of us, we could dig up $10,000.
You know, it's funny, but I haven't met a millionaire all day.
Now, wait a minute, honey. That ain't the right attitude. Let's think this thing over. Now, who do we know is $10,000?
Whom?
Yeah, whom? Whom do we know with $10,000 bucks?
Okay. So here's the IOUs. So what?
Kenneth Green. Kenneth Green. Kenneth Green. Kenneth Green. $9,000 worth. $10,000 worth.
This Russ Evans came in a while ago. If he was such a pal of Ken's, why wouldn't he want to pay off and clear his pal's name?
That Talbot and Evans outfit's plenty healed. Will Evans pay for his pal?
Oh, I can't ask him to do that. The guy's dead.
That kind heart of yours talking again?
Listen, I got sensibility.
That sense of hustledies of yours will run us into the ground. Now, look. You let this guy get into us for 10 grand. Now, you'll ask his pal for the payoff, or else.
Look,
Or else.
okay, you don't have to blast. Trouble with you, Rodney, is you take too many vitamin pills.
He's in there right now. You'll go in there, and you'll ask for the dough.
All right, I'll ask him. Don't push. Look, boys, don't rush me. I cannot get my best results if I am rushed.
No, it's no good. We just don't know anybody with that kind of money.
Ah, wait a minute. There's Jack Percy. No. Is Everett Jerome? Oh, no, you had to go and slap his face. Well, there's got to be somebody. Smaxy ought to... Hey, what about Smaxy?
Well, what about him?
Ah, no, this is too legitimate. He likes to gamble.
Well, if I know Talbot, there'll be a gamble in it.
Well, listen, there's no harm in asking Smaxy anyway, huh? Nothing ventured, nothing ventured.
Oh.
And don't forget what we told you.
Look, not another word. I know just how to handle this situation. Oh, I was just coming looking for you folks.
We were looking for you, too.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to see you about had something to do with Ken Graham.
This has, too.
Well, then it's probably the same thing. Come on, step right in the office, folks. We'll talk it over. Come on in. Make yourselves at home. Squirrel, send for some drinks for my friends.
Right.
Sit down.
Now, about the business.